So today I am talking about U substitution. So U substitution is kind of like chain rule, except we're chaining variables and we're rewriting them as U and du. So for instance, if you had the integral as a square root of 2x minus 1 dx, right? We are trying to find an easier way to figure out what the integral of this would be. So we are going to substitute in u in order to find this. And there's certain steps we need to hit in order to solve it. It's a long process and it's more work to it, but it will, however, give you the right answer. So what we do is we let u be the inner function. So we have to find out what the argument is. So whenever you have a square root, your u would usually be inside of the square root. So we have to write that down as u is equal to 2x minus 1. So we have u is 2x minus 1. Now we need du. Du is just the derivative of u. So du would be equal to 2. But one thing you cannot forget is to have that dx in there. Always put dx whenever you're finding du. So it's du, whatever your derivative is, dx. Now we're just going to solve for dx. That would be du divided by 2. So now we have all these steps, and what we do is we rewrite it. So we have square root of 2x minus 1 dx. And all we do is we just substitute in everything that we found. So we know that 2x minus 1 is u. So we're just going to say square root of u multiplied by dx, which is du over 2. So now we're here. Now what we have to do is we solve. So we'll factor out anything that we can factor out. So we can factor out a half, and we'll be left with u to the half du. Now we're just gonna find the antiderivative. So it would be half to the u to the 3 halves, 2/3. Okay. And then what we cannot forget is when we find the derivative of du, it just turns to plus c. Okay, now we're just going to cancel out. We're going to simplify and figure out what this is. So 1/2 and 2/3 would leave you with 1/3. U to the 3 halves plus c. Now we get here to the final step. There's no way we could simplify this anymore or keep going with the antiderivative. So what we do is we plug in our u's. And if we have any other u's, or we just plug in numbers now. So we were left with 1/3. Our u was 2x minus 1. Just plug that back in. 2x minus 1 to the 3 halves plus c. And that will be our integral by u substitution. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this helped.